Should we start? Maybe we'll start. I think
Yeah.
we'll start. Everybody ready? Okay, I think we'll start because there's a lot of people here. Good evening, everybody. Welcome, welcome. I appreciate this. This is the ReachArts, Swampscott, Massachusetts, first Friday open mic. And ReachArts is the local arts association, and it's run by painters and writers and poets, and we do a lot of everything. My co-host is Larry Power, and my other co-host is the president of ReachArts, Heidi Shear. She's our Zoom monitor tonight. Excuse me. Our feature tonight is the Poet Laureate of North Andover, Massachusetts. His name is Mark Bohrer. More about him in a moment. Everybody that's signed up, we will be able to sign up. If not, then just let me know. But I got about 13 people so far. And if people come into the room, we can add them if they want to read or not. Everybody, open mic will follow. Mark's going to kick it off, and then open mic will follow. And everybody will get probably about 5 minutes or so, 5 or 6 minutes to read one poem or do a couple, or to read a few poems or do maybe one song or something like that. If you have books for sale or gigs coming up or open mics, feel free to plug anything you want. That's what we're here for, to spread the word about arts and everything, no matter where you're located. You don't have your cell phones, you can do that, whatever. But we would ask if you put your microphones on mute when people are reading. We'd appreciate that. That would be great. No hate speech, please. You can swear all you want, that's fine. You can trash our political system, that's fine. If you play music, no Milli Vanilli covers, no Limp Bizkit covers, please. Otherwise, you'll get booted. And that's all I can think of. So, without further ado, tonight's feature is Mark Bohrer. Mark is an engineer by schooling and trade. He has designed software to track satellites, written and given sermons, run marathons, managed people and project, served as a church deacon, and volunteered on local school and service organizations. He's married and has 2 college-age kids. His travels have taken him to the rainy rooftop of Notre Dame Cathedral in Paris, and that makes him sad to think about it now after the fire. To the warmth of a Salisbury pub after a windy Stonehenge visit, and to the ruins of sun-swept Greek temples and amphitheaters in Italy and Sicily, and he's experienced all of that with a sense of wonder. Mark was born and raised in Pennsylvania. He moved to New England in 1982, and he's lived in North Andover, Mass. Since 1997. He's currently the Poet Laureate of the town, and he enjoys working with an active Poet Laureate committee to promote poetry in the town. He also hosts the North Andover Poets Corner, which is a monthly open mic, which is a great group. I've been to it many times. And they also have a Facebook group you can look at called North Andover Poets Corner. Mark has published a number of chapbooks, including A Good Inland Town, which is a collection of poems about a town, its history, its people, and land. And that came out in 2018. He also has a chapbook called Almost Whole, and which is new and collected poems from 2019. His newest chapbook, which he's going to read from tonight, is called That Restaurant Near The Parthenon, 2 Poems for Performance, which just came out. All these titles are available on Amazon. Mark is inspired by a whole host of poets and musicians, including Anne Bradstreet, Bob Dylan, Walt Whitman, Emily Dickinson, A.F. Stallings, Billy Collins, Ross Gay, Matt W. Miller, Maya Angelou, Bob Whalen, Brandy Carlisle, Jane Hirschfield, Johnny Cash, Robert Frost, Jason O'Toole, Mary Oliver, Leonard Cohen, and many more. Tonight, Mark will be presenting, as I've mentioned, the first public performance from his new chapbook, That Restaurant Near the Parthenon. It's a longer poem written as a performance piece of poetry and art for multiple readers and a theatrical presentation. The rest of the cast who are going to be reading with Mark include 2 students from North Andover High School, Isabel Durning and Aaron Mancaniello. Since we're not able to be in person in a theater space, Mark says we'll make it work online. It's going to be really cool, he thinks. Poetry has more in common with theater and the performance arts that it does with prose and the written arts. And everybody should agree with Mark that poetry doesn't live in a book, it lives in performance. So I am pleased and honored. I've been waiting to have him here at our open mic for a long time. Please welcome Mark Bohrer and company.
Great. Oh, thank you very much. Wow. That's really wonderful. Because of the way we're going to be presenting this, if you could go to speaker view in Zoom, you'll see it best. That Restaurant Near the Parthenon and High Tide on the Other Side of the Earth, 2 poems for performance. The world of ancient Greece is the thread that runs through all the poems in the chapbook. These poems are arranged to be performed by 3 performers, or aioidos, and that is the Greek word for singer. And while these are spoken word performances, in ancient Greece, lyric poems were often sung to musical accompaniment. I would say that our view of ancient poetry is way too precious. In many ways, lyric poems were the pop songs of their day. And to let you know, the poems in the chapbook, the performers' roles do not correspond to different characters, but to different dramatic parts in the poems. And the 3 aioidos are Sappho, performed by Isabel Durning, Alcaeus of Mytilene, performed by Aaron Mancaniello, and Demodocus, performed by myself. Isabel and Aaron are seniors at North Andover High School. They are members of the Acting Out Theater Company and the Drama Guild at North Andover High School. And for these characters, Sappho was a Greek poet from the island of Lesbos. She was widely regarded in her time and in the centuries that followed as one of the greatest Greek lyric poets. People wrote about her for centuries. Unfortunately, most of her poetry is now lost. Alcaeus was a Greek lyric poet also from the island of Lesbos. Alcaeus and Sappho were contemporaries and their poems reference one another. So we know that they knew each other. One of the earliest surviving images of Sappho is a vase from 470 BCE, and it shows her holding a lyre and plectrum, turning to listen to Alcaeus. Now, Demodocus is a character in the Odyssey by Homer. He's a poet who visits the court of the king of the Phaeacians when Odysseus stays on the island. That Restaurant Near the Parthenon. 7 friends on their way to the Parthenon, traveling in Athens between today and the ancient. What happens when the gods speak to you? What is the best that life has to offer? Epic is different from life. The present moment might be seen as a blade, cutting the past from the present, severing now from then. But poetry binds the wounds that time inflicts. Adam Nicholson. Part 1, The Golden Cup.
Come Pyros, come Aethon, rise ye horses of Helios, rise from the night ocean, tack hard against your harness, turn the broad yoke, turn the chariot of the sun.
Come Etheria, come Phoebe, rise ye daughters of Helios, rise from the earth's sea, leave behind the night mistress, bid farewell to the pale dark, bid farewell to sister Selene.
Come all ye Heliades, come all ye children of the sun.
Bring us your brightness, bring the eternal day.
Bring the golden cup. Bring the outpouring. The day is poured for each, offered up. The day begins. The gods are near. I hear them whisper. I feel their breath at my ear. I am awake. I am ready to sing. I am in the city of Athene.
What shall we ask of the gods? Give us truth, gold, and beauty, or a plate, sweet roll, and coffee?
Give us youth, fame, and immortality, or one day a crowded table and good company.
Part 2, Atos Dios. Her words had wings. Flying on the wings of Atos Dios, Tina's words flew fast through the air. Before Sister Eos showed the dawn, her words flew far. They echoed around the square. Flying on the wings of Zeus's eagle, for Tina is our poet, her voice, her pen. Before Brother Helios rode the day, her words flew. She summoned the 7 friends. She spoke like a sibyl astride the chasm, her words at last unveiled, by mystery ritual pure. Her breath came deep from the hidden Delphic spring. There, on the hill, the city hill, see columns of heroes and kingdoms of war. There the muses sing. She spoke that way. I said she was our poet. Around her the 7 made a circle. Bright-eyed, she stood as if crowned in laurel. There, let your eyes climb the Plaka stairs, to the sky, the past painted on the dawn. See the temple of time eternal.
Inspired by our muse, we inhale the dust in the ancient air. It brings a scent of antique incense. We join the holy trance. Under the spell of our oracle, we move to her call, her prayer. Up the well-worn stones, we feel with our souls. We join the day's dance.
Through the narrow streets we leave crowds of empty tables. Elysium we seek, again to find those places that time and custom have made smooth. We travel well together, seeking beauty, truth, and fable upon the wine-dark sea. Again our ship sets sail, flying on the winged friendship of youth.
First Tina, our eagle, then Carrie Rose, in the moment on the beat. Then DT, fair, dark, and regal, with Phil and Phyla, the twins so sweet. Ali with those watchful eyes, and me, Paulo, who loves to sing. The 7 set forth to the hill, to the skies, to the temple of Athene.
7 friends who find the present buried in the ground.
7 friends who find the truth where lost is found.
7 friends, a crown of wandering stars, spun into the dawn. Part 3, the Parthenon. Something happened on the way to the Parthenon. Did one of the gods descend from their pantheon? Did one of the gods look our way? Must the gods always have their say? The gods choose sides, it is true. What else is new? In human affairs, must they always meddle? Did Eris again roll that golden apple? Oh, Eris, you queen of discord, who do you admire? Did you come to conspire, to waylay, to harm? Did you bring your golden apple of desire to toss, to turn, to please, to charm?
As we climb, the sky meets us. Smells from the ovens greet us. Aromas of sweet rolls and breads flavor the air, get into our heads. The flavors turn our faces, stop our paces.
Aromas of sweet meat and spice flavor the day, they tempt, they entice. Temptations float from grill and oven, they remind us of where we are. They remind us of where we've been.
Wait, this is not Eris and her discord. Wait, it is the hand of Estia, the mother of the hearth. She tends this fire. She knows our need. She knows her art.
Words come to our lips. It's funny. Who can argue with, I'm hungry? Some are willing to settle for something quick on the street. Some say, no. Others say, let's eat. We stop. The committee halts at the agora. Frozen in place, our hunger has become a Medusa.
Oh, prose, in the city of poetry, at this moment in eternity, we have become prosaic. No longer one with the ancient, we have left the archaic. We thought we were looking for art of the ages. Now we are looking for art on a plate. Silent, I call for help. No word spoken, yet she hears me, Athena, down from Olympus, helmet in hand, pike spear at her side. She stands at my shoulder, her voice my guide. I know she is here, but none look up in surprise. In my ear she speaks, she opens my eyes. She lifts my hand, I point to a courtyard. 7 trees stand guard, 7 trees, a good omen. There, a green arch, a portal in jasmine. A marble path guides the shrine. We see a door, lights within, a sign. To astiatorio stotelos tokos mu, the restaurant at the end of the world. That restaurant near the Parthenon.
Is there anything more prosaic than these words from the waiter? Yes, I speak English. The specials are posted. Here's your table.
Sharp beyond knowing, Athena never speaks softly, yet her breath is kind at my ear. You have nothing to fear. You are wrong. Hear the song. This is not prose, this is poetry. Truth always shows. Ages stand in the distance,
We sit in a circle of friends.
with eternity on the horizon,
We take our seats out near the kitchen.
surrounded by the world of fable.
We join the crowded table.
I look at the faces I know, again in the circle of friends. 7 friends rest from the battle. I laugh as if Odysseus sits among us to show the best that life can offer. It's a time for tales of travels. The golden cup is poured. The cup will tell. Athena knows all is well. Thank you. Thank you.
Great stuff, Mark. Thank you so much. That was awesome.
So
Now
our,
we have to, oh, go ahead. I'm
Hey,
sorry.
we really appreciate that. Lovely, thank you.
I know it's always hard on Zoom because everybody's muted. I know you're all
You can
cheering
all
and
unmute
clapping.
yourselves.
Yay!
We need to unmute to give you applause. That was beautiful.
Yeah.
That was
Yeah.
really wonderful.
That was great.
I felt like I was
was
back in
beautiful.
Greece. I really felt transported.
Yeah.
That was wonderful.
All right, our second poem is High Tide on the Other Side of the Earth.
Neither Achaean nor Spartan, nor Trojan nor Hellene, other climes, other ages, are father and mother to me. Neither Agamemnon nor Odysseus, nor Hector nor Achilles, other battles, other voyages, did scar and weather this skin. If I am none of these, why do I remain the soldier never home from the war, the sailor lost on the sea? If I am no man, with no ship and no crew, why am I drawn by the tide? Why am I pulled to the deep? Why do I hear the siren? Why does she call to me?
From where I stand, as if lashed to a mast, I hear the same call. I hear her, her song of terror and desire. I hear her singing to me. I can barely stand here. I'm torn apart, torn between what I have and what I want. I tear at my bonds, terrified, and yet be still. I hear her singing to me.
I hear the singing from every direction on the tide that tears me apart. I hear singing from within and without, the inarticulate song of the heart.
With a clap, it's released. In a flash, transformed. No longer a song, it's now a weapon. Like a javelin thrown across the deep, across the ages, coming hard at me. It pierces me so quickly. No time for a smile. Impossible, I hear spoken. My voice from the air. It pierces me so quickly the speed closes its own tear. I'm left standing, stunned and wondering, what just reached me here? What's new? What can I learn from what pierces me? What can I learn from what cuts me in two?
Is there any difference between all of you and me? We've both been struck by the same divine energy, but I had the great good luck to see and to know, to watch myself cut in two, to watch myself healed, to know this is what I asked for, to know this is what I feel. I had the great good luck to hear the call, the cry, to feel the tide beyond the horizon, the the high tide from the other side.
Stotelos, Stotelos, neither terror nor desire, nor battles nor bonds have their say upon us.
In the end, other tides, other powers, stay the heart, stay the flower.
Stotelos, Stotelos, I am home from the war. I am home from the sea. Thank you.
That was really wonderful. That was wonderful.
That was beautiful.
Excellent.
Yeah.
Lovely.
Lovely.
Thanks. And our third poem is a different kind of poem. And this is something that poets are familiar with. So if you haven't heard of this, there's such a thing as found poetry. And you can find it by just finding words in books. Sometimes it's done as blackout poetry, where you take a page of text and you black out everything except the words that speak to you, and you make a poem from that. You can circle words on a page and connect them in any order you want. I've done that before. This one's a little bit different because I was reading the book, Why Homer Matters. And I realized when I got to page 163 that there was a poem hidden inside the prose on that page. The music on the page just needed an arranger. And so that's what I did. So here are words from the author Adam Nicholson surrounding a verse from Richard Latimore's translation of Homer's Odyssey. I hope this as found poem spins the magic of words for you as it did for me. As found, taken from time immemorial, words by Adam Nicholson, Richard Latimore, and Homer.
At the dinner, lit with braziers. At the dinner, the epitome of civilization. At the dinner, the best that life can offer. At the dinner, where the bard tells the tale. Odysseus cannot bear the tale. Odysseus cannot bear what he now hears. He listens, he melts. The word is snow in heat. The word is sugar in water. The word is a cloud giving up rain. The word is flesh falling from a long dead body. The word is a creature that pines away. The word is a companion it has lost.
As a woman weeps, lying on the body of her husband, of her dear husband, who died for a city, of her husband, who died for his people, as he tried to beat off the day of pitilessness. As she sees him lying and gasping for breath, she winds her body around him. She cries high and piercing. She cries with the men behind her, hit her with the butts of their spears. They lead her away, to captivity, to work, to sorrow. Her cheeks are hollow with her grief. Such are the tears Odysseus lets fall from his eyes.
The gods did this. The gods did this. They spun the destruction of people for the sake of the singing of the bards hereafter. For the sake of the words, the gods did this. This is the Odyssey. This is the Odyssey. This is the Odyssey. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Adam Nicholson, Richard Latimore, Homer. Thank you.
Awesome. Thank you, Mark. Thank you. Where are you?
Wonderful reading, all of you. Really powerful, beautiful stuff.
Yeah, Mark, thank you. Thanks a lot. Isabel,
Welcome.
thank you. And Adam, no, yeah, Aaron, excuse me. Excuse me. Thank you all for reading tonight. Mark, this book is, you said it was just published and it's available on Amazon?
Yes, it is. Yep. And
Okay.
if I could just say one more thing, the art that you just saw is in the book. So that was one of the ideas that I had, and I feel like poetry books should do this more often, which is include art. I know a lot of people do this, but many don't. But whenever they do, I think it adds a lot to a book. So that's what I tried to do with this. So
Excellent.
Oh, good idea.
So, do you have anything else coming up? Plug your own open mic. When is that? Your next North Andover.
sure, the fourth Tuesday of every month, we're online at North Andover Poets Corner. So we have an open mic on that fourth Tuesday. And you can find us, like Lee said, on Facebook at North Andover Poets Corner. I'm also involved with the Robert Frost Foundation. We have the Frost Hoot that I take part in and help organize with Jim Knowles, who's the president of the Frost Foundation. That's on the second Tuesday of every month. So those are the two that I'd love people to seek out and come and hear some great poetry.
Okay, cool. And Isabel and Aaron, are you guys poets when you're not doing this, or what are your functions
I
in this world?
Yeah, I'm not a poet. This is my first time participating in something like this. It's really cool, and I'm really thankful I was able to be here. I mostly do participate in theater in my high school and at the local theater companies and stuff. It's really my
Cool.
passion, and I'll let Isabel talk now.
Yeah, me too. I'm not really, this is my first time doing something like this too, and it's really interesting to be a part of it now. But yeah, same with Aaron. I also participate more in just like performing at school and like acting out theater in Lawrence.
Excellent. Cool. Well, thank you all. Thank you both for helping Mark, and that was great. Everybody could give him another round of applause. And I'm going to take a drink here. Hold on a second.
Mark, can you put
Get
that
your
in the
favorite.
chat? Mark, could you put that in the chat about it's North Andover Poets Corner?
Yeah, I'll do that. I'll send the link.
Yeah, put it in the chat. Thank you.